Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to join me, and welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, where you receive words, thoughts, messages, and impressions. Do you ever wonder where all that is coming from? Perhaps we are all strategically located here on Earth to be receivers of revelations and secrets of another dimension. And we magically have found each other. And that feeling is definitely beyond this world of logical thought that we have had instilled in us since our arrival or our birth. That feeling is a vibration without words, a shared vibration that embraces us all. So welcome. As citizens of Earth, we must first become aware that there is an elevated platform of living from which we can view the pictures of the world and with us appearing in it. What a revealing that we can view exactly what we want to know most about. So, welcome to waking up to your own divinity, source, origin, or hello, you are an original. Priceless and precious. Each step up to that elevated platform of living can represent so many things. A life-changing revelation, a new way of seeing a lifelong held belief for what it is or isn't, a familiar scene with the lights suddenly turned on. And most exciting is seeing past the drawn curtain hiding the control panel of the movie you are watching in a darkened theater. All at once, I see our team's purpose here at the Advancement Center is to turn on the floodlights in all the darkened theaters of belief, optical illusion, and false assumptions instilled in us for eons of time. Just 2 days ago, David gifted us once again as he spoke of walk-ins, a subject very close to my heart, and I share a portion with you now. By the way, this is chapter 15 of the book that David is writing. And each week or each time he speaks, we hear another chapter. So here it is, chapter 15. And it's entitled, A Wave of Walk-ins, a Day to be Remembered. Walk-in is a term that has been used to describe the event where one consciousness within a form is replaced by another consciousness. A giant transfusion that had to be agreed upon by both parties for it to happen. Once it is agreed upon, there is a set time and date for the one consciousness to leave and the other one to enter. This can happen through some kind of traumatic accident or even while you're sleeping. It can be just at the moment when a new baby is coming into the world or as an older person is leaving, and everywhere in between. But there is something new about to happen. The consciousness of your higher self is about to walk in to your human form. There will not be a trading out or replacing of one for the other, although it will feel as though that is exactly what is happening. This has never happened before, and it is connected to the arrival of the new world. Even as I speak these words, your body is being prepared for the immense essence that will inhabit its form. You may be feeling all sorts of changes, pains, and difficulties in your body. That's just preparing you to hold the new vibration and frequency of light and the consciousness that will take residence inside your form. You may not feel as though you want to eat. You may have unusual aches and pains. You may not be able to sleep or need to sleep all the time. And you may even feel as though you are going to die. And mentally, you may feel like you are becoming incapable of functioning within the system of logic that you have been utilized or naturally oh yes, you've utilized it so naturally before. Your feeling of being your feeling of losing track of time will become more significant, as will your ability to remember from one moment to the next. In short, you will begin to feel as though you are losing your ability to function through your mental faculties on an everyday basis. Your body and mind are being prepared for a different consciousness and a return to your true reality and nature. Yes, yes. Talking will fall to the background to make room for the telepathy that is used at a higher frequency within spirit. You have been feeling as though you have been slowly disappearing for a while now, and now you know why. This has been the plan all along. This was the way that you would finally become truly free and regain your sovereignty and true divinity. This is and was my extended reality via an episode occurring seeming a million miles away. At the time, it was my 50th birthday on the other side of this world. This was felt deeply and was the overture to an unending search. My search, wrought with many adventures until I found my husband, Robert Young. There are no words to describe the feeling of this happening. It was a sudden revelation, and you realize suddenly how your very existence has been divinely altered. It's almost too hard to find the words to describe what that happening felt like. So bear with me. It changed my life. It changed what my eyes beheld as the world. It opened my vocabulary, and it placed me in this seat right here to let you know the magic and miracles that are waiting for you all the time. Now, I just need one. Isn't this amazing? This has never happened. But then again, David said, this is what we have waited over 2,000 years for, the return of the vibration within every human being. This is what happened in Neo, in the Matrix. And this movie has served as an amazing model for what is actually happening to each and every one of us as we open our vision and our willingness to realize exactly who and how we are in this moment together in this world of magic and miracles. It's so exciting to experience what you dared to feel or could even imagine happening in your very own life. But just please remember that elevated platform of living is so accessible if we're willing to take those steps of rising above what you hear everywhere, on the screen, off the screen, newspapers, what are they yelling at you? And just know your life is precious. You are an original. There is no one else like you. And we are recognizing that it is not by chance that you are tuned in to this broadcast at this moment so that we can welcome you and make sure you are extremely comfortable in this beautiful world of magic and miracles. So, just like nature, we have the raw potential to regenerate and recover, even when we look and feel the worst. There is an aura around everything that reveals something more than the image. And this can be enhanced by the simple acknowledgement of its presence. Our physical constitution is made up of many things, but nothing is as powerful as that special aura that indicates to everyone the special, unique spark within you. I see it. My joy is to enliven it. As we each know and feel our potential, we will start to work with the unknown energies that nourish our being and hold our physical body in perfect balance. This will bring new skills to our attention that have nothing to do with those recorded in the world at the present time. If we can see the potential in a single tree, then imagine the potential of a single person. We are much more than we can imagine and much more than has ever been recorded in the world. We have the potential to rise above everything and to change ourselves and the world at a moment's notice. It is now time to let that raw potential loose, to demonstrate itself in the world and enhance society by its mere presence. Feel the freedom as you are further released from the hidden restrictions of human programming. There is nothing but freedom in your field, but the remnants of early programming are still floating around in the many thousands of hiding places that are used to maintain your so-called natural tendencies. There will be many new circumstances that show the hidden rules and regulations that you have stored away, and as a result, you will gradually discard each one and accept the freedom that it reveals. Wow, that is so exciting. It's, it's thrilling to find, it's thrilling to speak, but most thrilling to share with you. Yeah. And I just looked at the clock. And I think today is a day filled with the magic of life, this time in book form. And for those of you who are new, Robert Young captivated our imagination with his book, The Magic of Life, Volume 1, which we all fell in love with. And then this beautiful man gave us Volume 2. And it's so hard to read that last page. But for the past few weeks, when there is time, I have the total joy of sharing Robert Young's Magic of Life, Volume 3, yet to be published. And here is this portion. Trying to set the scene. There has been an out of this world transference from of a ship to another location. That's pretty magical. So I continue. John's experience with losing his first transfer module and then finding it to be focused on the Salamander Suite in Sydney, Olsen Plaza, gave him a new sense of what was needed to maintain control of the phenomena and allow the transfer of matter in time and space. Suzanne worked closely with Willie and on several occasions had used her ability to transfer both herself and Willie back to nature's sound. So Willie could reverse the action of the transfer module and return the ship to its berth. Final testing had been placed in the hands of Alf Hartley and his crew, and Willie had been released to experiment with the further development of the Baltic Special. That's the name of the boat. This was the day for everyone to come together and integrate plans that would support the connection of people from various dimensions and open the way to regular movement between the different dimensional realities that was so familiar to Suzanne. Willie took control of the Michael Lee and settled into the last 30-minute cruise into the bay. The previously deserted area that John had taken over some years ago was now a small township highlighted by a unique resort and research complex overlooking the sands of nature's sound. The entry into the bay captured a perfect view of the complex and held it in focus as Willie skillfully maneuvered the Michael Lee into the deep channel that led to the temporary berth behind a large group of palm trees on the eastern side of the bay. All stopped for a moment and spoke into his, oh, Alf, pardon me. Alf stopped for a moment and spoke into his personal communicator. The words quickly appeared on the screen and waited for his next instruction. Quote, General memo, the cursor moved on. All staff and families. The send button appeared. Send. Close. The communicator snapped off. Everyone in the complex and the town who were associated with the project were immediately informed that the Michael Lee was arriving in 15 minutes and that the meeting would still be held at the programmed time. The community hall was softly lit, even though it was still daylight. The balance of lighting was established to maintain the comfort of the visitors and to provide a consistent environment of healing for those who had worked hard or were feeling stress in their system. The special light frequencies had been revealed by Simeon, and the complete system was designed and manufactured under the control of Marjorie and Tom Jacobs. As Alf entered the hall, the familiar chatter of people changed into a string of personal greetings. His smile grew wider, and he walked a little taller. This great sense of welcome always surprised him. A wave from a distant table attracted his attention, and his face lit up when he saw Heinrich with Mary, Henry, and many of their friends from Norwich. The numerous invitations for Alf to join people at their table were declined with a smile as he made his way to the large table in the far corner, which was perfectly positioned for people to look out on the beach. And there's more coming at a later date. I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, we're up to date. And I look forward to that amazing time where the story continues and finishes for another book. Now we leave the Michael Lee and that magic of life to the magic of life I experience every Thursday night at art class. And this past Thursday holds a beautiful story, a story of recognition and noticing a photograph that dear friends of ours had taken on their trip to Scotland. This photograph was so beautiful that with the photographer's permission, I sent it to Mandar, our art instructor, who agreed with how beautiful this one photograph is, and it became the subject of our class Thursday night. So here it is, not looking like the original photograph, but our interpretation. And here it is. Where is it? There we go. It's amazing. It's almost like creating another world that you inhabit while you're there, changing the colors, raising the bridge. I had fun. I hope you like it. And I meant what I said. There's magic happening all the time. Enjoy it. Enjoy it all. Enjoy the stories. And most of all, look for the magic. There are miracles all around, especially when you look into the eyes of a wonderful friend. And that's what you are. And I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a future filled with magic, miracles, surprises, and more love. Thanks for joining me. I am Barbara.